Today we are working our way through a wondrous path of weird and wonderful kitchen gadgets to see if they're useful, if they're a bit novelty, or actually pretty darn rubbish. Remember, this is part of a massive playlist I've been doing for years, so at the end of this video, put on a sweatband, have a marathon, and check out the rest of them. And of course, before commenting down below, please consider that some, not all, of these gadgets can be life-changing and actually help people in the kitchen. Our first one today is something I've had for blooming years in my box, and in fact, you can even tell because there's a little bit of discoloration. It's by Handy Kitchen Thingy Chili De-Seeder. Kind of looks like a glorified apple core. Unfortunately, there is literally no instructions on how to use it, so I'll show you how I normally de-seed a chili. I'm sure there's a much better way. And then we'll put this chili de-seeder to the test. All right, so I've got some chilies here. I haven't cleaned this just yet. I've got some food-safe gloves, just in case I need to go to the toilet. That would be a very bad start to this video. I've got some mixed ones. I've got some Scotch bonnets. Jerk chicken, nice. And actually a larger sweet pointed pepper, but there were some ones where this is actually quite wide, it wouldn't work on, they were too thin. There was bird's eye chilies and finger chilies, so I didn't buy them. I would normally just take the top off, slice down, just sort of like over halfway to create a little bit of a tear, and then just gently open it like that, just like a pepper really. It's a little bit fiddly, and I find that I always tend to get seeds just falling off randomly, but actually, to be fair, that might be one of the neatest I've ever done, and I'm sure there's other hacks that I've not seen. If you've got any, please do share them, but that's how I would normally de-seed a chili. Actually, I just want to show you on this. It's nice and clean now, but you've got this serrated edge all the way through, and then actually running down here as well, so the whole thing is serrated with like 3 slightly pointed triangles at the bottom there, as if almost like you can pull it out. I don't know how many of these I want to do, but like that footage in the supermarket, chilies are all different shapes and sizes. But like even in that mixed bag of chilies that I got, the difference in these is crazy. Like I don't even think it'll work on that one, or even this one. I actually think this is going to be the best one, and I'm going to keep the cap on, so... Oh God, do I puncture it? Oh, God, this is flimsy. Oh, no. What's happening? Ugh. Do I pierce it? Okay, I've pierced it. What? It's so flimsy. It's like breaking my chili. It's like breaking itself. Okay, I've gone in there now. Oh, it's just, what? What? That is, it doesn't want to rotate. Look at this, it's bent. I was expecting this to sort of serrate it really easy. Oh my word. Actually, hang on. Can we pull that bit out? No. Ooh, that's a bit more promising. Oh, it's not anti-clockwise, is it? You know how everything generally goes clockwise? Oh my gosh. No, it's still bending. Come on. Oh, it is, I think. Look. And then we pull that out. Do we pull that out? Oh my word. There's still a lot of seeds in there. What? This is ridiculous. Who makes things anti-clockwise these days? Surely that worked better. So I've punctured it and then going round. Oh, that's just too thin. Right, Scotch bonnets. Go in. Oh, wow. Right, let it rotate around all the way through. Pull it out. Oh, to be fair, it's quite a lot. That worked all right, but it's so messy. Like the time it takes and how flimsy it is. No. I actually feel that I tend to recommend most gadgets I end up looking at. I've had this in my kitchen gadget box for several years now. I don't know if it's been discontinued or potentially enhanced. Maybe I'll look out for an improved version if you've seen an improved version. Because that was just far too flimsy, and like, it's just, I mean, compare it. Yeah, not a great start. Okay, our next batch involves not one, but 2 microwave-themed kitchen gadgets. I've got a microwave. Don't want to brag, but I've got a microwave. First up, although my microwave's fairly new, we can always clean it. In fact, I think there's a teeny bit of butter on the ceiling already. Oh, what a feeling. This is the microwave cleaner that looks like a lemon. You just add water and vinegar, but if you wanted to, you could add lemon in there. This lemon cleans with steam. There is some very faint text inside for a vinegar and water line. That vinegar line is very low. So white vinegar, aka distilled vinegar. Not as exciting as distilled rum, but we'll go with it. And about halfway up is the water line. And it goes in there for 3 minutes. Hi, Mike. I'm gonna have to put it over, I've done it the wrong way around. Okay, this was really well thought out. There we go. Mike, the microwave. don't know if you can see it, but there is a little bit of butter up in here. There's a little speck up here. The plate is a little greasy. Okay. Mike's got all these like crazy sensor settings. I've never ever pressed these buttons on a microwave. I don't know if it's just me. Yeah, I'm not trusting it to cook my chicken. I was expecting to hopefully have the window steamed up, Titanic style. Well, I'm certainly hoping for something as I open this. No. Oh, there we go. There's steam coming out of that. Oh, and there is moisture inside. There was actual pieces of butter. It looks brand new. I feel like I could shoot a music video in this. Do you know what, Mike? I'll take that. Just stinks of vinegar. I was just washing it up and I was thinking, well, hang on a sec. Isn't it actually like self-cleaning? Have I made it dirtier by washing it up? Our second microwave gadget is from Lakeland. It's called a microwave whisk. And yes, you guessed it. It's basically, well, before first use, wash in soapy water and dry thoroughly. Those steps are achieved, but again, there are no other instructions on it. However, I think this could be really useful. And this is why I'm quite excited by this. Imagine that you've got a bowl of chocolate right here, all right? So I want to melt this chocolate up. Oh, what a clean microwave. So what will kind of happen is I'll start melting chocolate and I want to stir it to sort of evenly melt it quicker. Yeah, so just stirring it evenly around. Put it back in there to continue on its journey. I'm now sort of doing this. I don't know if it's just me. I end up with this like really awkward like spoon or spatula. And of course I could use a spoon rest. I could literally place it down here on top of this lemon. But for me, when you're in the heat of the moment like that, especially as it keeps melting. Oh, my spatula is on a lemon. Because you're concentrating so much on the chocolate, and that's even if you're not using a metal spoon. Look, look now, look, look. Okay, granted, as well, you wouldn't be holding the camera, but you know what I mean? Now I've just got this thing that I'm just like, this is so awkward. However, I can whisk it with this. You see? It's all nice and stirred together. It's a whisk. It's a whisk. And it's microwave safe. And actually, as I say that out loud, we have got silicone ones in the house. But I've never actually had the confidence, and I've never really checked to see if they are microwave proof, you know? I mean, now I think about it, they probably are. So does that defeat this gadget? Well, is this spoon gonna melt? Bah, fudge. That, ooh, it's quite warm on the handle, but that has not melted at all. So that straight away over lemon chocolate thing is an immediate benefit. It sounds like the name of a band, The Man That Wanders with a Chocolate Spoon, but it's not chocolate, it could be anything. You know when you've got to make things gradually in the microwave. Scrambled egg, 2 eggs, pepper, not essential, bit of salt, why not, milk. So this is where the whisk can be a whisk. We will whisk this together into one consistent mixture. Oh, what a clean microwave again. So, 30 seconds. I'll bring it over. All right. This is doing its thing. It's sat in there. I'm not wandering around looking for a lemon to place it on. Oh, look. Another 30 seconds. Do you know what? I had pretty low hopes for this. But again, this thing to hold is actually stone cold. I'm really impressed. And maybe I have lived under a rock my whole life, but like just calling it a microwave whisk, and I saw it, I was like, wow, that's cool. But I'm genuine, this is sad, so sad. I rewind to my teenage years, I'm getting excited about a microwave whisk, but that's made some amazing scrambled egg. All right, so this next one should probably just be called the food shovel or something like this by Oxo Good Grips. Is a roast and fry scoop, or in French, appel de service. So it's made of nylon, so nice and heat resistant. And actually that image on the back there is pretty good. Designed to scoop food off sheet pans for easy transfer. Well, I think we've got an idea of what that roughly does. I mean, basically imagine you could get like a spade or a shovel for your garden and just be like, oh wow, I've got like a spatula but with sides. These guys are genius, but could be pretty good. So we'll get this washed and cook some stuff. In here, I've got a bag from our freezer in the house of just some child-grilled Mediterranean veg. So we're just cooking this up. I don't really know how to test this other than pass some food back and forth. Of course, on a baking tray, you've probably not been moving it around with a spatula like that, so you can just push the ingredients off. So I will omit this, but that's what I would just do. I guess a curved spoon like that, you've got a little bit of lip there to catch it, but then you've got to dig down, so... But then, actually, but then look. Okay. Yeah, you kind of work, mate. It'd be the same on a baking tray. So a flat spatula or fish slice. Oh, I know, I kind of get that, because you do just push things around, and luckily we've got the lip there that you'd have on the pan, can go down. If we get a bit excited, oh no, it fell off the side. But I'm not gonna hate this as a concept. I know, I mean, you don't need one of these in your drawers, but like, look, this is literally just gonna shovel it up like that, and I've got those lips there to just drop it down. You can hoover it up. Okay, you need the edge of the pan still, like with the fish slice. But that is actually, you don't know you need these things until you actually see them. Remember, these videos aren't sponsored. I mean, it's just probably a really, really overly nice to have. I mean, it's stuff like this, getting chips out of a pan, but we've just seen with a slotted spoon, you could just do that. I kind of like it though. I feel like I should start ranking my gadgets by stonking or stinking. That's a minor stonking. All right, next up is this thing. Again with a serrated edge, and it kind of looks like the fruit that it's for. This is a very cheap plastic handle mango slicing tool. There's lots of different mango gadgets. This might be the roughest I've ever seen. I couldn't find any instructions for it. I actually just found an Amazon listing with some basic 3-step instructions. So I went to the supermarket and bought some mangoes. Now I actually got 2 of these. These are ripe and ready mangoes, slight softness to them as you hold them, but they're kind of small. I mean, the images I've seen, the mangoes are massive and it fills the entire blade, you shovel it out. But then I saw a giant mango, which kind of sounds mythical, but it's a little firmer. I don't know if this is ripe. So I think we'll do that as an absolute backup if this doesn't work. So step 1, so we've got the serrated side here. Okay. Oh, that's gone in all right. We can actually go all the way through it. Oh, right, okay. Oh, crikey. It is quite a strong blade to do this. Oh, it's actually letting me go all the way through it if I wanted to. There we go, folks. Have you ever wanted to see the inside of a mango? Look, it's like a durian fruit. Oh, so then, can I use this to... Ugh! I am literally left with that amount of mango. And what we could have done as well, according to the pictures, is sliced along here to make a lovely grid, sort of both ways. And you can always pop it out like that so it looks like fancy like in the restaurants. But then it should still do this, surely. Okay, yeah, it's helping us scoop that out. I think I'm kind of hindered by the mangoes I've got here. It's like shaving skin off a foot. Right. Oh, I don't like this at all. I feel like there's certain gadgets that work better in certain countries. But I can't deny that has actually shoveled quite a bit of mango out there. I love mango. Oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, I've got to keep going and try and get around. There you go. There you go. I've got to go around the centre this side. Oh my God, it's so slippy now. Okay, okay, that is way better. I'm glad I had another go. So now let's just do that thing so we can make it look fairly pretty with some even lines, which are extremely not straight because of user skill and I think also the curvature in this blade that's throwing me out. Can we get, oh look at this, oh wow. See, that's like in the magazines. Oh, that has made the whole thing worth it. Look at that. That's one of the prettiest things I've ever done. I think this was about £2. There are way better mango gadgets specifically available. Oh, come on, let's try it. I don't think this is ready at all. We'll be able to tell straight away. Okay. Oh gosh, no, that's tough. That's really tough. It's gonna be like a rock. And I don't do this often, but I bloomin' love mango, so I'll leave that up to you, but I'm gonna say stinking. Right, we're gonna look at this one now before finishing with coffee. Oh, and if you are enjoying this, like I said at the start, remember I've done loads of videos like this over the years. There's a massive playlist that goes on for hours. And also consider checking out some of the live streams I've started doing weekly here. They're really, really fun, so you should get a notification like that if you're subscribed. This is the veggie sheet slicer. It's a sheet slicer to make vegetable and fruit strips. All right, so I've just given it a wash and this plastic blade cover came off, which I think was on there. But apparently you can do a lot of sheet with this. I haven't worked it out yet, and it's not telling me what that bit does, but I don't think we're gonna worry about that. So we pierce the apple down on there, but then your skewer goes through like a kebab to really lock it in place. Oh my word. You let that off. Ooh, the courgette and the potatoes looking on quite scared, but hopefully we should be able, ooh, oh my gosh. Look at this. I feel like I'm like unrolling sellotape. Oh wow. Look, we've got actual apple strips. I feel like before I give this away, there's an entire video in this. Look at that, I've made an apple carpet. Which I'm not surprised they might bring out one day. You've got your iPad, you've got your pods, now you've got your carpet. Still an apple, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what, you've got to pull that out, and that is right by the blade. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh my gosh, no. Wow. That is extremely dangerous. I'm so glad I looked at that, otherwise I could have run my whole hand really fast against an entire blade. So the courgette needs trimming. It's like one of those videos where you see like a log getting shaved, where it's a little bit uneven at first. We're doing that, and now, at first it was like really bumpy and uneven, but now, oh, that's actually better if you take the core out whilst it's grasped. Okay. This is the benefit of having no instructions, but look, courgette carpet. I'm sure someone sent me a recipe involving potatoes and something like this. Yep, so the tip is really to have it standing upright like that, so you can see that the skewer is gonna go through the middle. And there we go, look, this is uneven too. Look, it's just gonna do bits at first until it gets to a point. Oh my word. Like, potatoes offer up so much potential. Oh, the recipes we could do with this. I actually really want to air fry this right now, but you can see all the starch coming off of it. But before I do, it does say beetroot, so let's have a look at that. I'm not even gonna peel it, I'm just gonna let this. This could look really vibrant. Oh, but it's so uneven. And look at the beetroot juice. Like, it looks like something from a horror film. I'm weighing it down slightly. Oh gosh. That's hurting my thumb, but by doing that, it's putting the weight down on the... Oh, that'll be because the safety catch popped up. Oh, look at that though. Oh. I don't mind beetroot, particularly roasted. And I would love to shove this in the air fryer, but Alan would end up with lipstick on. Brilliant. So, let's air fry those potato slices. I'm not gonna season it or anything like that. But let's see how they turn out. I think they're gonna be amazing. Anyhow, coffee. I could smell burning a minute ago. I think it might have touched the heating element. We'll keep going. Yeah. I don't know if I can risk this anymore. There's actually, it's folded over, it's trying to hide. I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's actually touching the heat element. Right. I'm gonna watch it. Coffee grounds. Give it a little stir around. And in you go for a minute, buddy. Yeah, in an unusual set of events, we got our coffee brewing for our final gadget. And, oh, okay. Oh, they're starting to bubble. There's an... I hope that stays. Carpeted potatoes that are starting to not touch the heating element, which is good. Oh, I'm not sure if the camera is zooming in on that, but I am gently pushing those coffee grounds to the bottom. I should have had this at the start of the video. I would have been buzzing. Okay. Look, this one actually has an air bubble in it there. It's pretty good. So yeah, you were good, but you were pretty dangerous. I'm fairly certain there might be better versions available. Yep, so hopefully to help with our coffee making just then, we're gonna make another batch. This is, I think it's called the Scoof. It might be by Scoof. It's called a scoof, and I really like that name. Stirs and improves the taste of your coffee and cleans your cafetiere easily. So it's designed for a standard 8-cup cafetiere, which is what we have. So it's got these instructions on the back. The first thing about the stirring is literally the way it is. Obviously, it's just like this big, long, well, it looks like it could be a microwave whisk. Forget the bit on the end here, but we should be able to agitate and stir with this, so that's a thing. We normally just use a spoon, but I think this is where it really shines, or is supposed to. Once you've drained it off, you insert this in, and it's almost like the opposite of a slide. So we will rotate this, and it should gather up all of those pesky grounds that you get at the bottom. I mean, I just normally dump them out. Scrape out the grounds like that. Pretty good for your garden. You know, not too bad. And then you just wash out the rest, which I inevitably need to do anyway for, well, testing it. But yeah, it's quite mucky. So, and normally now this is where I'd get a spoon and, oh, that fits in almost. I'd be amazing if it was a real nice tight fit, wouldn't it? Because you'd have a lot of promise if you're really good about these grounds. Whilst making it, stir to let the flavour out. So you actually, it's telling me to go up and down motion like this, diagram 1. I'm sure James Hoffman, who I've met a few times, lovely bloke, there's an actual technical term for this step, but maybe we'll just call it scoofing. And to be fair, I very rarely use one of these. Maybe I should. We use the coffee makers with the filter papers in and just press the button and leave it. So let's just push that down. Again, I can see those grounds going, where am I going? This is crazy, no! But I'm hoping the scoofing, the stirring, has hopefully enhanced the flavour. I'll check that in a minute because I'm more interested in the cleaning thing because I think that's going to be fun. Drain the excess and insert. So it's literally saying press down, okay. Ooh. So we twist it, just keep rotating it, and that should scoop up the grounds. Oh my word. Look at that. That's actually done an amazing job. It's not completely getting everything, which would be the ultimate dream. I feel like there's an invention like that, almost like a secondary, you know how fine this is, almost like another one that comes up with it that's permanently at the bottom that would definitely clean it all. Why doesn't that exist? Sorry, mate. Yeah, I would say it's doing its job. I mean, it's definitely collecting. But the one thing you can't get over is no matter how hard it tries, I was about to sing Cher. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing coffee grounds aside and I can't deal with that. It's good, but if I like it, it's kind of like my obsession with the silicone, no, don't go chocolate lemon silicone territory again. My obsession with when you use a silicone spatula in a bowl, it's like a windscreen wiper. There must be a gadget that exists that does that and is potentially better than that. I mean, for lifting it up, I'm not shoveling in there with my spoon. I like that. But I think it could be better, mate. But how does it taste? As I sign all these gadgets, and a random patron gets a batch each time I do a bonus giveaway for them supporting the running costs of the channel. So thanks to my patrons. Ooh, that's woke me up. Ooh, tastes exactly the same. It does. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I've actually had you for about 6 months in my kitchen gadget box. It's fun though, it's quite useful. I think I'd give it just minimally stinking because it just was not scraping the bottoms. The worst one today, I think purely from a health and safety thing, was the sheet slicer. I mean, that would closely be followed by this mango thing, but I think I didn't really have the greatest mangoes to use it and you'd get better with it. My favourite one without a doubt, and I don't know why, the simplicity of it, because it just feels like a pencil, was the microwave whisk. I think this is the dream, folks. Although have we literally just come up with a potential invention for the cafetiere that probably already exists and is in my gadget box anyway. So thanks so much, folks. If you see any cool kitchen gadgets, do keep sending them in on your social media platform of choice. I'll keep topping up my box, doing these videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye. One other thing to show you, our very clean mic. The microwave is now called Mike. The microwave, and then it's actually spelled microwave, like actual mic. That was just bothering me for the whole video, so cheers.